Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today I'll be going to talk about how to use this integration procedure as an action within the OmniScripts so that we can just display decision matrix data in the UI. So before get started, please like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. So in the couple of last sessions I have discussed about how to create decision matrix in the OmniStudio by uploading a CSV file, and or we can just create manually a decision matrix. So I have created tutorials on that, so please check them out if you have not gone through them. And in those sessions I have discussed about how to create like one lookup table. So there are two type of lookup tables, like decision matrix and decision table, and I have created that decision matrix by uploading a CSV file. So for my use case, there is a statistics for players for IPL 2025, and in those records we can just based on a player name input we can find different statistics of the player during for IPL 2025, like the overall run, the player part of the which team, and the matches, number of innings played, strike rates, those kind of statistics we can just get from this addition matrix. And I have created like one integration procedure, and in that integration procedure I have used this matrix action to invoke that decision matrix. And based on the player name, since player name is the input header, so based on the player name, uh, I'm just retrieving that data, like passing this player name as a key value, and in the value I can just passing the player name, like for Rohit Sharma I can just get the response. And if I just update with another player name like KL Rahul, we can just get the statistics of KL Rahul for 2025 IPL, and we can just find these statistics. And for today I'll be using this integration procedure in the OmniScripts to show the data in the UI level, right? So I have already activated this integration procedure, and I can just create a new OmniScript. Like I'll be providing the name like invoke lookup table from invoke IP from OmniScript. Since I am calling that decision matrix from the OmniScript, and we can just directly invoke the decision matrix as well from the OmniScript, but for today I'll be just using that IP that invokes the decision matrix. So I'll be providing the name like invoke IP from OmniScripts. I'll be clicking on save. In the step I'll be providing the step name like IPL 2025, and the label IPL 2025, and I'll be selecting a text input since the player name is a text element. So from the inputs I can find this text, so I'll be just drag and drop this text. And this input header needs to be same, like this is the player name, so this needs to be same. And I'll be just updating this player name and label like player name. So this is a required, this player name needs to be there. And I'll be just adding this integration procedure. From the action we can find the integration procedure action, so I'll be using that like player statistics or player stats. So from the integration procedure I can just find this integration procedure, like, so we can find by this type and subtype. So the integration procedure name will be type underscore star subtype, so I'll be searching with this type, and we can find this IPL 2025 underscore player stats IP. So this is our integration procedure name. And whenever we are adding a integration procedure as an action within a step, so that will be like in UI that will be visible like a button. So on clicking on this button, so that integration procedure will be invoked. And so this player name node will be passed automatically for the integration procedure, since this is a part of the OmniScript OmniJSON data. So and on clicking on this player stats button, we can just find the player details. And let me just preview this one. So if I search for Rohit Sharma and on clicking on player stats, I am not getting any data. Why? So since this is within a step element, but in here I am just in the matrix action data source, I am just passing the player name, right? But our data structure means the JSON structure is what kind of like, I'm just showing the JSON request data for this integration procedure. And if I see the request data, so in the request data we can find that within this IPL 2025, so this is the step element name. So within this step element node we can find this player name, so the format will needs to be same. So I need to just update the node. I can just deactivate this one, or I can just create a new version, but as I'm now I am just deactivating this one. So this needs to be IPL 2025 colon player name. And the preview, I can just update the JSON format like IPL 2025 then colon then player name. And so this needs to be in double quote. So this is the format. And if I just click on the execute, we can find the respective response, right? Let me just activate this updated integration procedure. So our integration procedure is reactivated. Now I need to see again, and let me just refresh this OmniScript. And if I just search for the player name Rohit Sharma, and on clicking on the IP, and it's getting invoked, and we can find in the array we are just getting the response, right? So this response needs to be shown in the UI level. So I can just use the multiple formulas to display those statistics data. So let me just update the UI. So let me just add a block element so that it will be nice to see. So let me just update player data block element name as player data. And in here we can just add multiple formulas. So our response pattern is what this from the integration procedure. Let me just open that one. So in the response we can find, one second. So response, we can find like under this node we can just find all the respective node, right? So this node needs to be there as a parent. So I can just update the OmniScript now. So formula in the expression, I can just within the merge syntax I can just add this one colon, then I want to show the team name. So team, I'm just updating the field level. and I can just clone this formula element multiple times to add more data. So in the second, I can just show the number of innings the player has played. So innings, then run, and finally I can just show the strike rate or average. And let me just preview this one. And if I search with the player name Virat Kohli, and on clicking on the player stats, we can find the respective details like team RCB, number of inning plays 15, total runs 657, average 54.75. And let me just check with another player details like Rajat Patidar, or I can just check with Abhishek Sharma, and we can see that respective results. So this is how we can just simply invoke this decision IP integration procedure within the OmniScripts, and this is how we can just leverage decision matrix, then integration procedure to invoke that matrix, and we can leverage that integration procedure within that OmniScript as an action to display the data in the UI level. So I'll be adding more tutorials on OmniScripts and on OmniStudio and Salesforce topics. So please stay tuned. Please like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.